Good morning. All right, so today is backpacking day again. Gonna head out and do a little bit of backpacking. Um, what time is it? Okay. The time is, oh, my watch is updated, so that's the time. But it's I think it's like 5:35 or something like that. So I'm gonna grab my backpack here and head out. Let's see if I can put my backpack on while I have this phone and switch hands and everything. So we'll saddle up and we're gonna move out. Yeah, so that's what we're doing this morning. I hadn't done this in a little while. And I'm gonna end up my phone is still updating. 64%. But it is 5:35. Somewhere around here. I'll turn off this light. Okie dokie. We're heading out. Take all that stuff. Not a little bit earlier, but you know, you know how it goes. Nice and cool morning. I'm telling you, man, this weather has been phenomenal. The mornings are really cool, really, really cool, and the evenings, morning and the evenings are really cool, and the that is hot during the day. I mean, piping hot. It's like in the 90s. So that's the great thing about this part of Florida is that um, the weather is fairly nice most of the time throughout the year. You know, you get you get uh, real intense heat between June June and August. June, July, August, 3 months. By September, you start to cool down again, and so that's not bad. You know, you endure it for 3 months, and then the rest of the time you're enjoying it. And then even when it's even when it's hot, even when it's really hot, it's not that terrible because when you get to when you go over on the east side of town towards the ocean, there's a nice breeze. Yeah. So, not bad. All right. Oh, I thought I heard somebody talking. I'm the only one out here. People usually up by now, coming and going. I mean, Americans wake up early. I know I do. Yeah. Yeah, but we've been. My plan with my exercise thing here is to pick it up come next month the last half of the year, pick it up and do my P90 exercise. I think there's 10 of them. And you go, I'm going to try to go through all 10 of them and do the full version. Well, first of all, what I'm going to do, starting next week, the latter part of the week, is to go through. Today's the 20th. Oh, I should have started today. Saying I was going to use the last 10 days to go through a full half of them and then pick it up to the full thing. But I can do the full thing. I can do it. So I'll go do the full thing come next month. Full. Each one of those exercises are about an hour, and when you get to yoga, it's 90 minutes. I have never done 90 minutes of yoga. In fact, the most I've gone up to is an hour, and I was done. I was like, okay, this is crazy. They did 90 minutes of yoga. But I'm going to try to go to 90 minutes this time and see how that works out. Yeah, that's right. 90 minutes. Even if I'm dying through it, I'm going to do it. But I'm pretty sure nobody's going to stay there and watch 90 minutes of my crude videos doing yoga. Right? So, that's just for me. Man, my legs feel like rubber. I haven't done this in such a long time that I can feel it. Feel the weakness in my legs. I could have felt it yesterday too. I was warming up. My knees were just weak. I haven't been building them, so gotta get back consistent here, man. I'm telling you, that's the hardest thing to do, is to keep consistency. It's just really hard to be consistent. Yeah. That's why I came up with the idea of this exercise challenge. And the main thing about it is not how much exercise you do, or whether you're really good at exercising. The main thing about it is to be consistent, to do something, even a little bit. Because there are some days when all I do is just stretch. So even a little bit, every single day. And most of the reason for that is that you want to keep it top of mind. You want to, at the end of the day, say, man, I didn't exercise today. At least you remember that you didn't exercise today, and then it's gonna help you to go out there and do something, and it's gonna keep your consistency going to where you said, okay, I got to do something, even a little bit. I mean, now you don't want to end up doing just a little bit every single day. And then you'll practically do nothing. But just to keep it consistent, you want to do a little bit every day. And so that's what I end up doing. Some days I do a lot, and some days I just do a little bit, and some days I balance it. So there you go. Yeah, the idea is to do something every day. Yeah. Yeah, even if it's a little bit, just do something every day, and that keep your consistency going. Because you'd be surprised to see how sometimes you say, oh, I'm going to exercise tomorrow. I say, no, I didn't get it today. Exercise tomorrow. and then a week passed by and you didn't exercise at all. And if you have one of those jobs or on a computer where you get up, you might get up late, you might go to bed late, get up late, and you say, oh man, I got to get to work. You just enough time to shower or whatever you do, grab something to eat. Sometimes you don't even grab anything to eat, you just run out, go to work. And you're sitting around a desk all day. You know, you get to go to the bathroom or walk around the office, but that's about it. And no kind of intentional exercise to where you're either intentionally doing some stretches and some push-ups or something. And you get back home late, you rush home, you have to go, especially if you have kids. The kids have soccer practice, basketball practice, and they have their homework, and you rush, you do all of that stuff, and then you have to rush out you get back, kids are doing their homework, they gotta go to bed, and you're fussing with them. Oh, you didn't do this, you didn't wash the dishes, you didn't take out the trash. You know the routine, the whole home life stuff. And then you end up just going to bed exhausted and frustrated and not doing anything. You don't have a wind down time, where you do any self-care and all that. And so if it's in the evening time or early morning, you gotta take that time to get some self-care. And that's what this is all about. You get out there and says, look, it's just me. I'm gonna do something to care for my body, the temple of God, the one body that God gave me. He didn't give you another one. He can't trade it in. It's the only one you got. You got to take care of it. And yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. We live our lives when the scripture says in Psalm 90. That's a psalm of Moses, by the way. If you thought David was the only one who wrote psalms, Moses did too. Psalm 90, he said, we live our lives as a tale being told. It's like a made-up story for most of us. And you're gone off the scene. Yeah. So, make the most of your life and enjoy it. And if we're just running here doing things, it's not enjoying life. It's just doing things just to survive. You're so busy trying to make a life that you can't enjoy the life you're trying to make. What sense does that make? See what I'm saying? So busy trying to make a life that you can't enjoy the life that you're trying to make. So you have to have periods of work, periods of rest, and periods of play. Work, rest, play. And then repeat that. Yeah. And during your day, I'm in the Christian Leader Made Simple program, and this is what about having a better rhythm of life and learning. One of the things that we learn in there is better rhythm of life. We have a good routine, and not just routine, but the reason they use the word rhythm, it's a rhythm. It's like a song with a beat. It has a rhythm to it. And sometimes you miss a beat and you get out of the rhythm. But then you just either rewind the song or fast forward it and get right back in the rhythm to where you're clicking the way you want to and the way you're supposed to. Things are working like the way you want them to where you're resting enough, and you're working enough, resting enough, doing enough of the right things all the time. Yeah. Let's disperse in here back out. Yeah, so you want to get that rhythm going, that better rhythm of life. All right. So you don't want your life to be. I love that. I wish I had learned something like this when I was much younger. I turned 60 this year. I wish I had learned it when I was like, even in my 30s. I'd learned what I'm learning now. I'd have been healthier, wealthier, and happier. For real. I really believe that. Healthier, wealthier, and happier. Sorry, guys. That's gross. Allergies, all these allergies. It's allergy season. But, we're used to it. I'm doing this every year. It's allergy season every year. How come our bodies don't just get used to this thing and not have any problems with it anymore? I mean, it doesn't bother me as much because I don't get flus and all that anymore. It's been years now I haven't had flu, but the sniffling and the post-nasal drip, I do have that from stuff that's blooming. I guess that's a normal thing. Yeah. But thank God I do not get flus. Last year, around this time, February, I had kidney stones. I drink a lot of water. I don't know how I end up with kidney stones. So, I don't know what to do now. I'm drinking more water now. Kidney stones so bad that I had to have surgery for it. I thought it was terrible. Yeah, that thing was painful. I had to have surgery to remove them because they were too big to pass. But I don't know how I ended up with kidney stones. They say that you can get them from eating too much kale. I was eating a lot of kale. Kale was the main part of most of my meals because I make this vegetable meal. It's mixed vegetables. I steam them. I try to limit the salt, so I use vinegar and all that to kind of give it taste. And then kale, I eat a lot of nuts for sure. They say that could cause it. So, I don't know. Now, what time is it now? Yeah, they say that could cause the kidney stones also. But I really think it's the kale, because kale was one of the ones at the top of the list. And I was eating it every single day, almost. Because I cook the same thing all the time. That's boring, but hey, it was easy and it's good stuff. Kale and some carrots and some zucchini, and I just do a bunch of mixed vegetables, broccoli, and then I steam them, and then I parcel it out for the week, and that's what I eat with fish or chicken or whatever meat I can find to put with it, or just by itself sometimes. Yeah. But that thing was painful. I had to have 3 minor surgeries. What was the first one? The first one was, okay, I went to the hospital. I was there till they prepped me for surgery a couple days later. And to remove the stone, yeah. Oh no, they didn't remove it. They put a stent in. That's what they did. They put a stent in to see if I could pass the stone, eventually pass the stone or whatever, I guess. And so they put a stent in and then scheduled me for surgery. And this happened April 28th, 29th. Yeah, it was a leap year, somewhere around there. But it happened the last day of April. And then I think somewhere, and that, then I got the stent on like March 1st. And they scheduled the surgery to remove the stone for April 1st. Yeah, exactly 1 month later. April 1st or April 2nd, somewhere around there. I didn't want to sound like it was all Fool's Day that I got the surgery done, but that between April 1st and April 2nd, one of those days, they took out the stone, and then I took out the stone. They put another stent in. Yeah, they put another stent in once they have the stone out, so that my I could heal up and my ureters don't like collapse and close down, because so much trauma in there trying to get that stone out. And so I was trying to heal up, and they scheduled me to go get the stent out. And I thought, they're going to knock me out and take the stent out. Oh, the guy ran a long rod up with the little grabber thing way up my tinkler and all the way up into my side and that thing was painful. Oh, it was painful. And then he grabbed the thing and pulled it out. I don't wish that on my enemy. It was painful. And so I got that done. And then guess what? Right after that, like 3 days later, my urine was foul and cloudy. They ended up giving me a urinary infection. And I was in pain again. So it didn't seem like it wasn't just a bladder infection. It was a bladder infection, but I feel like it was a kidney infection too. But anyway, I was in pain again, and lots of pain. And so I had to go into the I went into the doctor. He said, "Come in." Of course, they're going to charge for another visit. So I went in and got some antibiotics for 3 days. I sort of suspected that the antibiotic he gave me was too weak. It was like a broad spectrum antibiotic. I forgot what it was. It wasn't Augmentin. Was it Augmentin? But I should have looked it up and demanded something stronger. But he gave me the weakest antibiotic there is that wasn't really fit for urinary infection. It was a broad spectrum antibiotic. I forgot what it was. But anyway, the thing ended up not going away. It eased a little bit and then came back again, worse. And so I Went back and they gave me another 10 days worth of antibiotics now. And I was taking that. 10 days came and still didn't go away. So so I said, you know what? This is crazy. I'm gonna go to the VA because these guys, they keep charging me and they keep doing crazy stuff. They're not giving me the right antibiotics. And what happened was that when I went there, the woman was telling me that, oh, they're gonna do a test, and they did they didn't take any. She did a dip test with the urine to see if there's any bacteria in it or whatever. But anyway, whatever she did, I just said, you know what? I'm not. They didn't want to. I forgot what happened there. But anyway, I ended up. Oh, I couldn't get an appointment to go back to see them. And so I said, let me just go to the VA. I went to the VA and got I was on a weekend too. I got antibiotics. They do the labs. Said, yep, you still got an infection. They gave me some powerful antibiotics, and that thing knocked that infection out. And I was good to go. Another 10 days worth of antibiotics. Wow. Tell you, I think it was 7 days. 7 days? No, it was 10 days. It was 10 days. So 3 different sets of antibiotics for almost a month taking antibiotics. So that's what happened with my with this kidney stone ordeal. Yeah, it was quite something. And so I stopped eating that kale. I take a supplement now that has a natural supplement that says it has kale in it, but I stopped eating the kale all the time. I still eat a lot of nuts though, so I don't know. And we'll see. But I don't expect to get any more kidney stones. And I'm deliberate now in trying to drink at least 70 ounces of water a day. Before, I never used to really. I thought I drank a lot of water, but maybe I didn't. Just like the exercise thing, You think you're exercising, and you're like, a week went by and I didn't exercise. And so that's the same thing with the water. You think that you're drinking water, and then you realize, oh, I haven't had a drop of water all day. All I drank was coffee. I don't drink a lot of coffee, guys. I'll drink 1 8-ounce, no more than a 10-ounce cup, and that's it for the day. Early in the morning, and that's it for the day. But you realize that sometimes you don't even drink enough water. So I have to be intentional now. I bought a big Stanley 40-ounce cup, and my daughter gave it to me. I didn't buy it because she's into all this Stanley jugs, and so I have that, and I try to at least drink that full every day. That's 40 ounce. And sometimes I do 40 ounce. I have another 30 ounce one that sometimes I do both. And sometimes I end up doing 80 ounces of water just to flush my system out. And so I'm more intentional now in drinking water. So I don't expect to get any kidney stones. That's what the doctor said to me. He said, "Oh, you're not drinking enough water." I said, "Yeah, doc, I drink a lot of water." So I thought I did. He said, "No, you think you're doing it, but you're not." And he's probably right. You know, yeah. All right. So, like I started out a little bit too late because the sun is coming up. I like to get back before the sun comes up. But whatever. It says a short walk, and I'm walking slow too. So I should have been working on these legs a lot more so that I can get them ready for real backpacking. So next week I'm going out to the park. I'm going out to Okihili Park and packing my backpack, taking my walking poles, and I'm gonna do a little bit of hiking there to my walking pole and make my backpack a bit heavier. See how I hold up with that. Because come next year I want to go to Utah. We have general conference in Utah in 2026. So I want to do that, go there for general conference, and then go out and do a bunch of hiking in some of those nice mountainous areas. But it's gonna be wow, I don't know if we're gonna be able to hike because it's gonna be in October. It's gonna be cold there by then. I didn't even think of that. It's gonna be really cold. Wow. Oh my. Yeah. We'll see. Gotta look up what the temperature is in Salt Lake City, in or wherever we're gonna hike. Probably Park City or somewhere else. Gotta look up and see what the temperature is around that time, around the October time of the year. I'm pretty sure it's cold. I am sure it'll be cold. Because if it's chilly here around October time frame, it might be snowing already in Utah. So we'll see. But I want to go. Never been to Utah. Never been out that side. Furthest I've been west is Texas. Yeah. So we'll see. We will see. I don't know how long I've been walking. Let's see here. What my? Oh, doesn't say, but it's 6:08. About 30 minutes. And I'm almost done anyway. Your glory is the same. Morning. Heaven is green, mountain top, where I have been. So in spite of what I'm facing now, my soul will sing. Hallelujah, He's still everything. Your glory is the same. Your will be as it is mountain top where I have been. So in spite of what I'm facing now, my soul will sing. Hallelujah. Still singing, singing. No voice will ever silence my praise. For it's right here with me. His glory shine the bright. No place will ever silence my praise. 'Cause it's right here where he makes his glory shine the brightest. Your glory is the same here in the wilderness as it is in the mountain top where I have been. So in spite of what I'm facing now, my soul will sing hallelujah. He's still here breathing. All right, we're almost back, and the light is coming out. It's daylight. All right, so I'm gonna ask you guys a question. What if you had to live life over again? Would you have done anything different? Would you do anything different? And if so, what is one thing? Don't tell all of them, because some people might say, "Oh, I would have done everything different." But what you would have done differently? What would you have done differently? One significant thing. Knowing what you know now. I have to say that, knowing what you know now. Because you can't do something you don't know, and that's why you didn't do it in the first place. So, what would you have done differently? Think about that. And how do you think it would affect your life going forward if you had done that one thing differently? Loaded question, ain't it? Yes, it is a loaded question. But it's something to think about, right? Yep, something to think about. My grass here has turned into, it's gotten really bad. So my goal is to revamp this whole grass here. I gotta call the guy to come put in the sprinklers. I need extra sprinklers in some spots. Take out those two half-dead coconut trees that I tried to plant there, not thriving. And that one ain't too bad over there, but this one is dead. I'm gonna take out those bushes there. That circle that we have right here with this yellow bush, it's only there because we had 3 palm trees in the middle of it. And so we went around the palm tree with a half a circle. So that's why it's there. Now it kind of look odd. Why do you have a circle coming out in the yard, Well, unless I'm going to put some more palm trees there, which I don't want any more palm trees. I'm tired of palm trees. Then, then that's the reason to have it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it straight. I think I'm going to just make it straight, come out here and go that way and make a straight hedge. It'll look better. So dig them up and push them in a little bit more. There's a tree stump in there, a mango tree that needs to be ground. And then we gotta put dirt in there and get in there and do some stuff. That, and that those bushes around the equipment there, the pool equipment. Gotta take that out. Gotta put up a half a fence there. Oh, that's just a lot of stuff to do. I'm gonna call the guy again and see what he'll charge me to do everything and get this place back in shape. Yeah, it's just terrible. Need a new mailbox. Jesse's gonna get me a new mailbox with a new mailbox post. This one is looking pitiful. Kind of didn't care. It's mailbox. It fits the mail, right? Yeah. So I'm back. There's my neighbor Ivan just getting home. He's a firefighter. Works at night. So much yard work. I used to enjoy doing yard work. Now I got so much to do. I don't enjoy it anymore. So, I got the gardening together too. So we'll see. I gotta go pick up my dirt at Home Depot. Got some more soil. All right, we are back. All right, got it. A little bit of backpacking this morning.